Hey guys, so I decided to make this get ready with me thing a little series. So this was the finishing look, but it takes baby steps to get there. So we're gonna start off with the frontal, like the title of this video. So I had to customize the frontal. I bought 3 bundles and a closure from Kendra's boutique. And when I tell you guys it's the best hair I've ever bought in my life, it is. So without further ado, we already doing it. So basically I used some, I'm just getting ready to bleach the knots. So I had to get some bleach and some 30 developer. I used 2 packs of bleach, and then I also used a good amount of developer. So there's no specific amount that you use. You just kind of want the developer to get kind of like a Greek yogurt texture, Like it's supposed to be really thick, not runny. So basically you just don't want it to run through the frontal. So this is a HD frontal, and right now I'm just, like I said, I'm bleaching the knots. So I put the bleach on the knots and I did leave it on there for, I believe, 35 minutes. Yeah, so I did that, and then when I went to wash it out, I just washed it out with some it's called Shimmering Lights. It's a purple shampoo. It's for blonde hair, because basically what you're doing is you're bleaching the knots to where they're nearly blonde. So it is a toner, and it helps with toning down the brassiness of it. So yeah, I do this, I leave it on there. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like as it's being processed, because right now the knots are just dark brown, so I didn't really show you guys what they look like beforehand, because they're the same color as the hair, and it's just, yeah, it's that color. So I'm just gonna continue to do this, and I'm covering it with a knife, and then I put aluminum foil over it, and I'm just gonna cover it in aluminum foil to help it process evenly and a little faster, and that's it. I will say, do not try to use any stronger developer, because there's a chance you may overdevelop your knots and it will make the hair fall out. So this is what it looked like after 35 minutes. Okay, I'm just showing you guys, don't worry. I'm gonna give you a close-up of exactly what it looks like. To me, it looks phenomenal. This is not my first time doing a frontal, it's my second. That does not make me a pro. I'm still prone to mistakes, but yeah, it came out well. But I did end up making a mistake that I will show you guys shortly. So yeah, look, it looks really good. Like, you see that?
I don't know if I should stop.
That looks great. And for me, I was unsure if it was good enough. So when I washed it out, I put it over my skin, and I looked, and it looked great. So I'm gonna show you guys that too. Everything that you kind of have to do to be able to tell if the knots are bleached well enough, because it's not easy to tell when it's on a white background with aluminum foil behind it, which is basically reflecting the white background. So yeah.
10 minutes ain't gonna hurt nobody. It ain't gonna hurt. Let's get up. Ooh, this is so strong. I should really not be this close. Inhaling it. Starting to feel a little woozy. First of all, y'all, when you hear this, I just want you to know I'm delirious and I'm tired. It's what's in here. It's not cutting it for me. Y'all see that? Some of these knots ain't accepting the treatment. This looks so fulfilling on camera, like. My analysis is, my professional analysis is that I should risk it and take another 10 minutes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so now I'm using some T4, I believe is the name of it, developer. Well, it's not a developer, it's a toner. And I'm using some 20 developer, and I just mix that together to where it becomes like a jelly type of consistency, as you see. And then you just spread that across the frontal. You don't have to be really careful with it. It's just a toner. It's just going to correct what you basically did with the bleach, because my knots ended up being a brassy orange color, which I expected to happen. So whenever I do bleach knots, I make sure that I have this toner on hand, because it's the freaking truth. So as you guys see, I have bleach again, and it's because baby girl made a mistake and I overtoned the frontal. Okay, so I ended up making the knots revert straight back to being dark brown. So that's how strong the toner is. Do not make the mistake I did. I put the toner on there and I left it on there for 30 minutes when I probably only needed 10. Okay, guys, you hear me? Probably only needed 10, and it would have been perfectly fine to wash it out and just to see, but I did it this way before, and for some odd reason it made the knots get really dark to me, which kind of defeated the purpose of what I did. So I went back in with this bleach, and I kid you not, I left the bleach on for 3 minutes and then it fixed everything, and then I toned it again for 10 minutes. And it was a little tedious, but at the end of the day I knew the results I wanted, so I was willing to put in that effort. But if I would have just, from the jump after I bleached it, if I would have just toned it for 10 minutes, it would have came out fine. So as you guys see right now, it looks very good. This is after I bleached it and I retoned it. So it looks freaking phenomenal. And I'm just parting to kind of show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to flip my, yeah. You see on my hand right now. But once I put the net on, it's going to look even better. Like once I put it over a bald cap, it's going to look 100 times better. So yeah, but I'm just showing you guys how great it looks. Like I'm super excited about it. So that's basically it. That's all this video consists of. It's really just me showing you what I did to customize the frontal prior to installation. Now I'm just showing you guys what the bundles look like. I bought 4 30-inch bundles from Kendra's boutique, and wait till I show you guys how, like, do you guys see the shine on this? She only sells Brazilian hair, and look at how it ends. I have bought hair from other companies, and when you buy it longer, it gets thinner, but for like her hair, it looks so good. Like the ends are blunt cut. It's not thin and ugly looking, like the hair looks tired. It looks very like pretty, you know. So I really can appreciate that. Like I will definitely buy hair from her like forever. It's that good. It is very expensive to buy the 4 bundles and the HD 20-inch frontal. It was a pretty penny. Okay, it was, I believe, $7.20, $7.50, something like that. But hair is an investment. To me it is, at least. It'll last you at least 4 years if you know what you're doing. So right now I'm using the this is what the hell is this? It's a tinter. So I tinted the lace, as you guys just saw. I just sprayed it lightly from a distance one time, and now the lace is like perfectly matching my skin tone. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I go about customizing the hairline. This hairline is very, very brolic, okay? I'm gonna just keep it 100. It's very, very thick. My hair is not that thick. It would be crazy if I put it on this way. I feel like everybody needs to be plucking them frontals. Don't be out here trying to be lazy and quick with it, because you'll look crazy and quick with it. So I am parting the hair in half. When I tell you my hair is really thin, my hairline is very thin. You see my hair right now? Look at that. Thin. So I had to plug more than the average person. You don't necessarily have to do exactly what I did, because even when the camera stopped, when I installed my frontal in the next video, after installation, I went back and plucked it. I had it on for about 2 days, and I was just looking and, you know, seeing if I felt comfortable with it. If I didn't, I would come home, pluck it a little more. I plucked it about 3 times. I'm not gonna flex and be cute for you guys. That's basically what it is. When you're customizing a frontal, you're customizing it. You're trying to get it as close to your natural hairline as possible, because you want people fooled. You don't want everybody to know that you have on a frontal. You want them to think, oh my God, her hair looks, you know, a little different. It's longer. Have them confused, okay? That's the goal. You don't want it to be super obvious. So as you guys see, I'm parting and then I'm plucking, I'm combing the hair back, I'm looking, like it's a lot of observing that's involved with this. So you just have to take your time, because I probably spent about an hour customizing this frontal. Guys, excuse my voice. Typically, I don't sound like a linebacker, but it was my birthday. I was drinking tequila. Every time I drink tequila and go out, I lose my voice. I don't know if I'll be screaming the lyrics to songs. I don't know what I'll be doing, but the next day, my voice is always MIA. But yeah, anyways, because if you watch my channel, you know how I sound. Typically, my voice is very low, but this is different type of low. Yeah, but I'm just gonna continue plucking. So I have plucked a frontal when the hair was wet before, but I'm not good enough to be doing that. So it's easier to do when it's dry, because when you brush it back, you can literally see how it's going to look. When you do it when it's wet, you can't really see, because the hair is naturally thinner when it's wet. So that's deceiving. So yeah, it's best to do it when it's dry. So I let the hair dry overnight. I did not blow dry any of this hair. I washed all of the bundles before installing them. Yeah, that's really it. So as long as you just, trust your instincts and try to get it to look like you. That's the whole purpose. You want it to look like you. So this is how much hair I took out, and believe it or not, that's not all I took out. I took out a little more. So don't be scared. Do what you gotta do, boo. So follow me over to the second portion of this video where we're installing this frontal, and I'm looking freaking insane and crazy. But love you guys. Thank you. Subscribe, follow, comment. Catch you in a minute.